Hello everybody, welcome back to the Marks Guide. Here we are going to take care of Marks, I think this is 26 through 30, yeah. So the first one is, actually I see it here, and I forget, I actually missed the name there. Penangolin? Something like that. As with the other Marks here in Tajin's Tower, the first time you once you complete them for the first time, you won't be able to actually pick them back up until. Actually, again, I don't really remember when you can actually take them on again. If it's after you've completed the entire tower, or activated the final elevator switch or whatever, however you want to say that, or statue, I suppose. But yeah, just keep in mind that if you want to redo these marks or something, and you don't get like a 5-star or something your first time, you may have to wait a bit, again until you've kind of completed it for the first time or completed the entire tower. Anyways, all right. So the reward there, the 5-star, or we got the 5-star there, and the reward was the diamond bangle. Penangolin is actually that's a very easy mark to take care of there, as with all of the enemies that are kind of low HP type enemies. They generally aren't all that difficult. Boy, is this? I think this is Mithra Dottie's. Did I get that right? Yeah. So he's a B. The first time that you can possibly take him on is actually pretty difficult. He's kind of brutal. So it may be in your best interest to actually come back here later. I don't remember what the first time reward for this mark actually is. I'm not really. If I remember right, it's not that great. And again, I certainly feel like it's probably best to wait until later to take him down. Now, I did actually beat him the first trip through, but to be honest, it was a pain in the butt, and again, I just didn't really feel like the reward was all that great. So you can certainly do without it. Until later when you're more prepared, I suppose, to take him down. Probably one of the bigger problems with him is that within the first couple seconds there, he uses miasma, and if he lands just the right debuffs on you and you don't remove them, it's really easy for him to kill off your leader right away. So again, it can actually be a little bit easier or more wise to just wait until later on when your characters have a bit more HP. And again, I just really don't feel like the reward is all that great anyway. So unfortunately, with Mithra Dotties, you can't use shrouds at all, if I remember right here, because I believe you end up taking the elevator down, and then once you actually exit the elevator, the battle starts immediately. So again, I'm fairly certain that you can't. Now, Mithra Dotties actually has the same drops that Bituitus has. Difference being is Bituitus is infinitely easier to defeat. So if you're looking for tetratic crowns and tetratic tiaras, I would skip Mithra Dotties, go back, and farm up Bituitus instead. So that's my 2 cents, I guess. We're gonna actually get him down here in a couple seconds. Yeah, so there you have it. So 1 minute 25, and our target time was 3 minutes there. But anyways, that was the 5-star, and then I made a little cut here to the initial time I beat him, and there's your first time reward, the Blaze Ring. So once again, I don't feel like that reward is all that great for how difficult he is, at least on your first trip through. So I guess again, if you really want to take him down your first trip here to the tower, by all means go right ahead. And then this mission here is 28. This actually ends up becoming a teleport location. So definitely a good idea to take this down immediately. Or at least your first trip through this area. And here the actual the mark is actually down here. Now this is another one of those really good marks for the aggression paradigm, or really, I mean, to be honest, any paradigm that's got a couple of commandos. You know, a blitz or two in the middle of these guys really does a lot of work. So I guess keep that in mind. And it looked like, did I get it? Yeah, I must have got a preemptive here too. So that's just gonna help us out even more. So there, I guess there's one more left here. Is that it? Yeah, that looks like that's it. Alright, so let's see what we get here. Mission complete. There's the 5-star and the Giant's Glove. Yeah, I don't remember that reward being all that great, so. Anyways, let's move on. This should be, I think, mark 29. If I'm counting right here. Yeah, 29. So we're actually in Mahabara. Yeah, at kind of a dead end. And then this mark is actually like a lot of the other marks where you have to travel a really long distance. Now, I always recommend, saving. So what I did there was I ran to, a teleporter and then saved somewhat close here to the Juggernaut itself. This one, obviously you can use shrouds for this guy. That might help out. I like to get him debuffed. I started out there in the smart bomb paradigm. Unfortunately, though, with the Juggernaut is, they use steam clean and they'll remove those debuffs. So, to be honest, it's probably a better idea to jump into, a smart bomb a little bit later. Maybe wait until you hit about 150%. Before you start dropping those debuffs on, and that way he won't be able to steam clean before you get him staggered. Now luckily here it timed out fairly well, I believe. Yeah, so I get him launched, and then that interrupts the steam clean anyway. So luckily for me it timed out okay, but I would suggest waiting just a little bit, drive up his stagger gauge up to maybe 150, and then drop the debuffs on him. But there you have it. There's the 5-star rating. And let's see what we get here. Uranite. Upgrade item. Not that great of a reward, but that's kind of how these go. And I always say not that great because I've done so much farming in other spots. So it's not really that they're bad rewards. It's just kind of by the time I've done these, I usually already have a bunch of those items. Anyways, let's move on here. Mark number 30 is Syphax. This guy is actually located in, or the stone anyway, is located in the Arcalt Steppe. Kind of off in a dead end. You need the chocobos to actually get there. So keep that in mind. And here we have Syphax himself. So let's see how this goes. Now the cool thing about him is I believe he's actually what opens up this looks like a gigantic garage door, and that's how you actually get in here and are able to get some of these. I believe there's 2 treasures back here in this room. Anyways, it looks like I just started out with Relentless. I think though, if I remember right, Syphax can actually summon these guys in. So you may want to just get him targeted right away. I think that's why I ended up with so many of these Numidias. As I think he kept summoning them in and I didn't realize it. So that's kind of why. Yeah, look at these. But anyways, yeah, it took me a little while to figure out what was going on here. There's Syphax. All right, so now we've grave summons. I believe that's what he's using there, and that just pops up a bunch more of these little turkeys. So I used Libra here just to. I really didn't want to have to fight him again, and I wanted to get all the information for my data log. so I did put or use zebra. But anyways, once you get him staggered, he's not all that difficult. And alright, so it looks like, yeah, I got all the information I wanted there. So that should be a complete entry for the catalog. I'm not sure what Lamenting Cry does there, but anyways, the reward for this guy is another Uranonite. So I don't know, you know, not wild about that reward myself, but you know what? Not really much I can do about it. Anyways, hope this guide was helpful, and hope you join me for the rest of the marks. Alright, thanks for watching.